Liverpool captains. It's on 6-3 World Cup.
Good, yeah?
Third off.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'chak Kadash. Okay? As always, giving double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone of rule well, and taught us his truth, man, and let labour in his word, and the honors to you brothers out in the four corners, pushing his word and sincerity and truth, man, and shalom to the elect, you know. We're going to get straight into the scriptures because we're here to teach the Bible and the truth of the Bible, man. Go on, bro.
This is Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
That means that the disciples, back then living in the Roman Empire, okay, they were with Yahushua, they were with the Messiah. The mentality that they were in was, we want to get out of here. We're in captivity, we don't want to be under the Romans, man. When is the kingdom of heaven going to come? What is the sign of your coming? What is the sign of us getting out of here? So the disciples were inquiring, and that's the kind of spirit that we need to be in, man. Hastening the day. Okay, we need to be in that spirit of questioning and finding out, looking at the prophecies, watching and praying to see when things are going to happen, man. Not the spirit of being in this place. Go on, bro.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
That's right, man. So what's the sign of his coming and the end of the world? What's that world talking about? The scriptures say Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it, that followeth, man.
That's right, come on.
Okay? Now Esau is a so-called white man, okay? And he's coming establishment, this is in power, man. They're the wicked, the devil the scriptures talk about, man. Satan. Okay? And Jacob is the progenitor, the forefather of these people, man. These nations, which use so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the righteous and true rulers upon the earth. Go on, bro.
Verse 4, And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Right, and you know what? The major one that's out there right now is Serapis Christus, man. That spirit of Serapis Christus is out there. You got the majority of these people bowing down to an image of a leprous image of the Messiah, man, and that ain't the Messiah. The scriptures give you a clear record of what he looks like. In fact, if you jump to that, let's hit that point and we'll come back. We're going to read you the record of what the Lord looked like, okay? So you have a clear image in your mind of what he looked like because he was a representation of the Most High upon the earth. Okay, that's why he said to one of his disciples, I can't remember the name now, he said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father also. Grandmother. Do you know what disciple it was?
From Simon Thomas,
okay, grandmother. And yeah, it might have been Thomas
yeah.
or Luke, one of the two, grandmother.
This is Revelations 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So this is talking about the Messiah, the Yahushua, man, the Son of the Lord, man, the Son of the Most High. Go on, bro.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He was girt about the paps with a golden girdle, man. Okay. Now, men in ancient times, what would they wear? They'd wear a girdle to protect them in war from getting stabbed. And what does the scripture say? It says that the Lord is a man of war. Keep going, brother.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. So the beard that he held in his face and the hair on his head were woolly in texture, okay, and white in color, man. That means he had grace, okay, because of all the stress that the Lord was going through, man. Okay, but really it's also a significance of that wisdom which he's going, brother.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Okay, and that's a precept, Genesis 49, man. It says the scepter should not depart from Shiloh, and it also talks about the red eyes, man. The Lord used to drink a lot of water, man. They call him a wine bibber. So when you drink a lot of water, your eyes go red. Okay, keep going, brother.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Yeah, and if you look at fine brass, if you look at a certain type of brass, it's what? It's brown. Okay, it's like a shiny, caramelized brown. Keep going, bro. And it's also like a dark tint of brown as well. Go on, bro.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Yeah, so it's even darker. Look at this bark. This bark is almost kind of greenish brown, but it's darker than that, man. You know? But what did it say? It said what?
And it said, feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So as if it burned in a furnace, man. Burnished bronze. Now, burnished bronze, the color of that, okay, because when you look at the Greek and that word brass, it really goes to bronze. Burnished bronze is a very, very dark brown, okay? So that means that the Lord looked more like the so-called Negro, man, because he was actually from the tribe of Judah, okay? So that's what he looked like when he walked upon the earth. Now, you got the so-called Negroes, which, you know, you Judah, Benjamin, Levi, you are bowing down to an image of a so-called white man, which really is a representation of the rulers of the society, man, the Edomites, the devil, man. That's who you're really bowing down to. And that's part of that is one part of that false Christ, that false Messiah. And that false Messiah is going to lead you to your death. It's not going to lead you to your salvation, which is the whole point of the Messiah. Let's just go back to chapter 24. Bro.
Hey, and the scriptures say if you believe on the Lord, you got to believe on him according to the scriptures.
Let's get
in
that.
spirit and in truth.
John 7:38.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Go on, all right?
It says John, chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of the belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Right.
Hey, so that means if you believe in the Lord, as the scripture has given a record of it, through the spirit, the word, and that mixed with the faith, then what out of your belly, not talking about your stomach, out of the belly of your mind, which is where the spirit dwells, is going to flow rivers of living water. Okay? You're going to speak in the spirit of the Lord. The Holy Spirit is going to be within you, man. Okay? Yeah. Before we go to Matthew 24, you got a quick precept, bro? Let's read it.
It's first Maccabees 3 and 58.
Yeah.
And let open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had thought to paint the likeness of their image.
Yeah. So that shows you that the heathen have been doing that for a long time, man. You got something called iconoclasm, man, which is the destruction of images. Okay? So whose images were destroyed? The images of the true judges upon the earth was destroyed. And now they got images of the wicked up there, man. Let's get Job 9 and 24. Okay? So now there's been a complete changing of the image of who people are bowing down to, man. They're not bowing down and thinking of, you know, a so-called black man. They're not thinking of Yahweh Shemel Shai and his image. They're thinking of the different images of the heathen, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and right now, specifically, they're bowing down to Esau. Because his image is out there like that.
Yeah. And Esau knows about the importance of image.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth, he's put up, you know, the Edomite images, man, because it penetrates your mind. And every time you think of Yahweh Shai, you think of a so-called white man. I used to do it when I was young because I never had any other image to put in my mindset. You know?
Well, an example of that is that the Egyptians, they portray them as being a so-called white man in the movies.
Yep.
Okay. Who else? Whenever they go into the books of the Hebrews and all that, the Israelites, they show them as what? They show the Levites and all that looking like the so-called white man. In all the textbooks and all that, it's always a so-called white man's image out there, man.
Yep.
Okay. And they also say that's the height of beauty.
Yeah,
you know?
Prince Charming.
Yeah.
You watch any of these films, Prince Charming's always a so-called white man. But despite the fact in real life they ain't prey. James Bond, as elder brother Rakal always speaks on, you know, they try and make him out be, you know, the hero guy. He ain't that either.
Nope. That's right, man. That's why the scriptures have a record, man, which we gotta follow. That's why we read it, man. Okay. You have more in that, bro? Alright, let's go back. Let's hit Job 9, yeah.
It says Job 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right, man. So the earth is beginning into the hand of the wicked. Now we already told you what between to Malachi. Okay, the wicked is the Edomites, man. Okay, the so-called white man. And what he's done is he's put his image on the earth as the image pretty much of worship, man. Like he's done it all, man. Like he's the progenitor, he's the ultimate mastermind, where all the wisdom dwells from. But no, it's complete. He's the father of lies, man.
He's everyone apart from Esau in history. Everyone else in history apart from Esau.
He don't want to be put to something negative, because the scriptures say that he transforms himself into an angel of light. He don't want to be put something negative, even the fact that they call themselves. That's why we say so-called white. The fact that they call themselves white is synonymous with purity, being clean. Okay, but the so-called white man, either Edomites, Esau, they ain't nothing but clean, man. They're the complete opposite there, man. Okay, they're unclean. They're heathens first of all, man. You know, they're the unclean, man. Come on, bro.
And it says, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
So when he took rulerships, because if you look at the 1600s, 14, 1500s, around the medieval period, when there was a change, when Esau was coming up according to prophecy, yeah, Jake up in you know, the medieval period, what? In Europe, in the Middle East, and all around the world. And those images were getting worn down, man. Iconoclasm was starting to get broken down. If you look at images of, for example, King James, which we read the King James version of the Bible, if you look at the original images, he looked like a so-called black man. He had an afro and everything in there. He even said Jacobus, you know?
Jacob just means it's another way of saying James.
James. Yeah, that's right. He was just, and he was an Israelite, man. Okay? He was an Israelite. Even the fact that he diligently translated the Bible, man, into the English, man. He was an Israelite. Now, when Esau came up into power, okay, that right of kings and all that didn't mean as much. He had his parliament, his senate systems, and that's the same system that he's had going back to Roman Greece when he was last in power, man. So that's how we know that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We're there now, and what he's done is he's changed the images, man. He's covered the judges thereof. The true judges are the people here on this side, man. Okay, starting with our Lord, man.
Quick one for you.
Go on, brother.
Sirach 10:4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
The one that is profitable, right? The one who the true righteous ruler upon this earth is the Israelites, man. Okay, starting with the elect of the Lord, that's what's being established here. Okay? So we're going back into that time of that righteous rulership of the true judges being on the earth, man. Judging in righteousness according to the law. That's it on that. Right, but any more on that, we'll go back to Matthew 24. You got a quick one? Let's read that.
It's Isaiah 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yes, and one of the lies that they tell you is that, hey, he's the philanthropist, he's the guy who's the good guy, you know? You don't have to watch him when he goes into the shop, you know? But he's really the thief. He's the rapist, he's the thief, the pillager, he's all of that, man. He's the guy that's doing all the wickedness upon the earth. Hey, that's John 10, man, if anyone can get that.
Just gonna get that.
Can't. He's the guy that's doing that. But he's the one that's going around like he's the good guy upon the earth, man.
Hey, look, they had the documentary on Netflix about Bill Gates. I didn't even watch. I couldn't bring myself to watch it because they're trying to paint this guy out to be some hero, man. It's nothing but the fucking devil.
Well, which means a deceiver. And one example of Bill Gates' actions is that he comes with the agenda of the veneer of saying, I'm going to cure polio, right? But really, what he's doing is he's pushing an agenda of vaccinations going towards what? The mark of the beast mentality, and also to cull the people, man, to bring down the population. And he said that out of his own words. But people were too fucking stupid to understand that, man. He's part of that Georgia Guidestones. He's in that same mentality, man. Depopulation. That's their MO. And the brother's going to read what the Lord said, man. Go on, brother.
Yeah, this is John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill.
So what's he stolen? He's a thief, right? What's he stolen? First of all, he's stolen our identity. He's stolen the identity of the righteous man. And he's portraying himself as the righteous one on earth. Really, the guy doesn't want to be an Edomite, man. Because, hey, even in his own books, in Esau's own books, it says that there ain't no salvation for that guy.
Yeah.
You know? Keep going, bro.
And it says, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
All he does is kill and destroy. He's actually destroying his own kingdom. You don't know how to rule it, man. It's self-destructive, man. And he's got a self-destructive nature. Let's get Habakkuk 2. Okay? The guy is synonymous with death. Everything he does and everything he touches decays and turns into death, man.
They were saying within like 15 years that donkeys could be extinct.
Donkeys.
Because they're being killed and used for like Chinese medicine and stuff.
Can't.
And there was another documentary I was watching this morning where it's basically gone into the makeup industry, and there's a particular mineral that they use in the makeup that they get from India. All right? So they're digging it up, and it's like abuse, man. They're not even paying them properly. They're paying them like 50 cents for the week, and then they're only paying like 50 cents a kilo for the actual mineral that they need to make the makeup. And then children are dying, they're getting stuck in the caves trying to get this mineral that they need for the Western world. Yeah. And then he goes over there, shoots a documentary saying how this is terrible, but he's the same guy that's actually capitalizing off of it and making the documentary. Yes. It's ridiculous, man.
Yes. Because on the forefront, he wants to show himself as being a good guy.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, he's doing wickedness. You know, anytime that you try and pull Esau up on what he's doing, he ain't the bad guy.
God.
That's a spirit of Cain, man. You know?
Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
What does that mean, man? If he's lifted up, that means he's proud. First and foremost, okay, this guy who's meant to be on the bottom, okay, this devil, he's proud, man. The Lord has put him up on a level to teach us a lesson that he thinks it's of his own power. And now he thinks he's greater than the Lord, man. He thinks he's the Most High, man. Keep going, bro.
But the just shall live by his faith.
The just are going to live by faith. And what's the faith that we have, man? We have the faith that what? The Lord is going to establish the kingdom of heaven and put these guys underneath us where they belong, man.
That's right.
Where they belong in slavery, man. You know, go down into the mines, do the menial work until you're destroyed. That's what they're here to do. That's what they're here to do, man. But right now, they're the Lord's sword, man. They're putting hell on Jake because that's what they're meant to do according to prophecy. Okay? One more on that, bro?
Yeah. It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell,
29 and 9, sorry.
and is as deaf.
Can you read that from the wine again, bro?
Yeah. It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
Yeah, man, he's transgressive by wine. What's part of that? The wine is talking about the philosophies, man. Okay, and he coming with them false philosophies against the scriptures. What's part of his philosophies? He says, okay, I'm going to bring democracy to a country. So he goes over there. Really, he's there to do the same thing that we read earlier in John 10. To pillage, to be a thief, to take their resources for himself, man. Okay, to destroy the people there, to kill the people there, okay, kill them, put factories there, poison their water, and then make adverts on TV telling people in the West to contribute money to fix the problem that they made in the first place, and then that might not even go there. So he's stealing from the people, saying help them, and he's causing a problem. He's a complete devil, man. Everything he does is a trick. Everything he does is just an illusion to pillage you, to kill you, man. To bring death to you, man. The guy's about death. That's what he's doing. That's what his philosophies are doing. And people in this world are believing that, and that's where they're going in. But that's the way that leads to death, man. They need to come back to what? If you're an Israelite, you need to come back to the ways of life, which is found in these scriptures. Not following after the so-called white man. He's leading leading you to your doom. Go on, bro.
Says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Hey, man. He don't sit there and think, I've got all the wealth, all the resources, the elites, the Rothschilds, right? Nah, he said, I want more. I want more because he's so proud. He wants to be seen as the most high upon the earth, man. That's why he's put his images up, like we said. Every corner and the facet of society he wants to control. Now, one way he's going to do that, right, or want to do that, is what? The mark of the beast system, man. Okay, and just when he thinks he's got that complete control and it's over, the Lord's going to end that, man. Let's get Job 20. Let's hold Job 20 while the brothers reading that.
It's funny that you said that, if I can add. Because you just had the false flag terrorist attack that happened in London Bridge. I don't know if you spoke about it earlier on.
I ain't, but you know? It's funny that happened straight after they, I think Brother Rotterdam brought it out. Right after they brought down the terror threat. You know, down to substantial or whatever. But there was a point where they brought it down and now things are happening again. Yeah. So what's that about, man? That's definitely a false flag. Okay? And the funny thing is, on the video that was posted about it, the average people on the street, they want to watch it on the bus, and they were horrified at just the gunshot. And I was just looking at it thinking, man, what? These people don't know what the hell's coming to them, man. You're worried about 1 or 2 gunshots or some guy on a bridge, a false flag. What's going to happen when shit's really going to be going down in this place, man? When everyone's going to be getting head topped off right in front of you, man. Blood on the streets, the smell. These people ain't ready for that, man.
Yeah, but you know they got them crisis actors.
Yeah.
You know, they just so happen to have the perfect camera angle on the shot. You know, they had the shot. You know, and not only that, it was like, bro, you know, you had certain civilians taking a knife off the geezer. You know, diving on the guy, holding him down. You know, come on, bro. And then who controls the news media? Esau, and then he puts it out on all these major news networks. So come on, bro. Esau, like, it's that what's that called? A problem, reaction, solution. Hegelian. Look, man, this is nothing but auto web KO, man. Like what the brother was saying before, the terrorist threat got brought down, but he's just a fearmonger, man. All right, and that's why, you know, he's stoking that flame, you know.
Around about the time that these things are happening, you also got, you know, they always put in news outlets about Jake. You know, the Hebrew Israelites. You know, that came up recently on the train.
Right.
Straight after you got this attack. It's funny, they always keep doing that. They always put the image of Jake and then suddenly an attack. You know? Right, bro.
Yeah, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Man and death, man. Hell, man. The grave, man. That can't be satisfied. Dead bodies are always going to be falling and dropping into them graves, man. Can't be satisfied. The grave ain't going to turn around and say, no, man, I can't take no more. The earth is going to keep swallowing up them dead bodies, man. Okay? And that is the gaping hole within you Edomites, man. You so-called white people, man. Your MO is you're never going to be satisfied. You just want everything. You want to heap everything until everything is destroyed and there's nothing left for no one, man. Okay?
And the scripture says he is as death, right? Everything in these scriptures represent life.
Yeah.
The scriptures speak about Esau well, what the Most High said, what is thou to declare my statutes? You know, he hates instruction. He casts the words of the Most High behind him. So if you're doing that, then really what you're about is death.
Yeah,
you know, because everything outside of the scriptures is death.
Yeah.
Those who hate me love death.
Yeah. These are
know?
the instructions of life.
Right.
Like I said, hey man, it goes. That's right, man. You're right, bro. If you go to the opposite of that, then you ain't living life how you meant to be living. You ain't judging how you meant to be, man. So
Right.
yeah, you're representing death upon the earth.
Yep.
You know?
It's, yep. And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
You can't even satisfy him, man. That's why it says in Matthew 24, if you didn't get that,
Oh,
no flesh to be seen. You got it? Let's
Yep.
go.
Matthew 24 and 22. Except those days should be
So
shortened.
unless the Lord shorten these days, go on, bro.
Yep. There should no flesh be saved.
Because what? He's not satisfied. The end of it is death. That's the end of that way, man. Keep going, bro. No
Yep.
flesh to be what?
There should no flesh be saved,
Yeah.
but for the elect's sake,
Yeah.
those days shall be shortened.
So the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. That means that the salvation is coming to the elect of Israel, man.
That's right.
And that's why we send all praises, man. Hey, the Lord has actually had mercy to save his elect. Otherwise, this man would destroy everything. He'd destroy himself,
Yeah.
he'd destroy Israel, he'd
Yeah.
destroy the planet. But what does the scripture say? It says that what? The earth abideth forever. It says that his love is for Israel, is forever.
Well, you know what Yahweh Shai said in the book of Mark. He said,
Jeremiah 31.
there shall be some standing here that shall not taste of death.
Yeah.
You know, so that's got to be fulfilled too.
That's right.
You know, because if it was up to Esau, he'd destroy everything
Everyone,
and
yeah.
himself.
Yep.
You know, so that prophecy's got to be fulfilled.
Yeah, that's right, man. Find it, bro. Around the 22nd verse. Backslide as well. No, keep going down. Jeremiah 31.
I'll read it again, bro.
Go on, brother.
Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And you know what? The elect are out here. You know, that's why we're out here. We're sighing and crying, man. You know, because everything that Esau promotes is pretty much death.
Yeah.
You know what? His religions, his homosexuality, adultery. That's all he pushes, man, and it's fucking disgusting. Pedophilianism.
Yep.
You know, STDs coming from what? HIV.
Yep.
Sodomy. You know, Esau is his death, man. So the Lord is quickening this. That's why, you know, it seems like, yo, man, we're at camp like every day now. Because the time is speeding up, you know? And we can't wait to get out of here, man, you know?
That's right.
Scripture speak about we're supposed to be in the spirit of hastening the day, man.
Yeah. That's right, man. You want to be here, man. Why would you want to be, why would you, look, man, you might get annoyed that you're at work and you got a manager who's an idiot. That in itself just annoys you. Well, the manager of the earth right now is an idiot, man. The guy's trying to destroy everything. Why would you want to be here?
Right.
You know, what don't you? The scriptures talk about being kings and priests. You know, I'm talking to Jay out there, man. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Don't you want to be rulers upon the earth? Don't you sit there and think there's a better way of this? Well, the Lord's giving you the better way.
Right.
He's the way, the life, the truth, man.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta go to Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And
That's right.
2/3 of our people, they have very low expectations on life, man.
Yeah, man.
They don't know what life is really about. That's why when you get into the scriptures, you know, the more wisdom you get, the more grief you get, because you understand how life's supposed to be and how, you know, your position in this world is supposed to be, man.
That's why the Lord has his elect where the Spirit deals with, man.
Right.
Because the Spirit quickens them, man.
Right.
Okay, what does it mean? To make them alive.
Yeah.
But they're in that dead state. As long as they're in that dead state, walking around like zombies, they're gonna be part of that dead. A man that how's it called, the word in? Falls out of the way of understanding.
Shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna remain in that congregation, that massive congregation of the dead, man.
Yeah.
Okay? What does the Lord say when he says that come out of the, when he says, look, this is not your rest?
Yeah.
He's giving you life. He's saying like, follow after me, I'm gonna give you life.
Yeah,
he
Micah
makes you
2 and
alive,
10.
man.
Yeah.
It might seem like we're dead, it might seem that we're decaying, but really we're alive, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's right.
We're alive, man.
Oh, though they seem to die.
Yeah. But let's get all them scriptures there, because it's good with the words. I can make this point.
We're alive. We're alive in the world.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dead to the world, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, hey, we're dead in this world, right? But we're alive in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? No, but don't take that for granted, man. Because sometimes you think, because everything's against you, and you're at the bottom, but you got brothers, you know, link up with cool brothers and talk to brothers, man. Like,
Can't.
you know what I'm saying? Because that's who knows what's popping, man. Because you know, we're dead to the world, but we're alive in the faith, man. We're alive, bro.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this world's fucked up, man. But you know what? We're alive, man. We're spirits that are alive, really. Our heads are alive, but imagine your head's alive, but you're in a realm where we're in an alternate universe, bro.
Lively stones.
You got weird crackers, weird Edomites, homosexuals, and all this shit ruling. These people are meant to get put to death.
Right.
They're meant to be living. You're supposed to smack these people up, man. These people are meant to get smacked the fuck up, man. No, that's true, man. But you know, we're dead to the world, but we're alive in the Lord, man. That's what keeps us fucking sane, man.
Right.
You know, I'm saying that, but on a low level, man. I'm saying it on a low, but it's true, man.
But we ain't gonna do that now.
No, we
You know, the Lord said, wait ye upon me.
Of course not.
You know?
Yeah.
You know,
Because brothers are losing their mind.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that now.
Yeah,
brothers are losing their mind.
Yeah.
But you know, we already lost it, man.
Yeah.
There's a saying, but you know what? We don't do that now. We wait in the Yahweh.
That's right.
Right.
You know, there's that saying. It says, there's that saying, man. Ignorance is bliss. Because you know what? I never knew that till I came in the word. Because you know why, bro? Because in the world, people used to say that. I was like this little kid playing around and that. But ignorance is bliss. Because when you don't know shit, you're happy. You don't. Your joints might be jacked up. You're just still active. You know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't know. But when you start knowing shit, the shit in your brain weighs down. It weighs your body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The stuff in your brain weighs down your body, doesn't it? You know what I mean? But yeah, the Lord said we're gonna get power over these people, man.
Yeah.
Wait for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, a lot of these.
I'm just saying that. No, I'm saying what I'm saying, but it's a spirit. Go on.
A lot of these people out here, they don't even envision the concept of ICBMs hitting this place, man.
But they're gonna hit.
You know, they're gonna hit.
They can't even think that. But this is like, you know, they had a time when they had the Cold War. I'm sorry, names. I'm sorry, bro. Because they had the Cold War, and they said the nuclear missiles they're gonna pelt up America and all this, and it was like the height of it.
Yeah.
And then they even had school children. They were training them to hide on the tables.
Yeah.
Now they don't have that, but
They don't
this is
even
the
do
height.
that.
This
Yeah.
is really the height of nuclear.
Yeah. That's right. They don't do
Nuclear
them
war
drills.
is here, bro.
Yeah.
Nuclear war is right around the corner. It's
Yeah.
right here, man.
Oh, but they're doing that in places like Russia, though. You know, them Russian children, they know about, you know, drills, war drills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But over here, they ain't doing nothing like that to prepare their people. Lithuania's doing stuff like that too, you know? Poland.
Yeah, they're ready for that nuclear destruction.
Yeah.
See here, but you see what's going on, man? See here, nuclear war's coming, man. When you least expect it, man.
That's
And
right.
yeah, Apostle, he done that video recently and he said, them fireworks, since you like fireworks, they're coming. That's
Yeah.
the fireworks, brother.
Yeah.
That's the fireworks, brother. That's coming, man. And you know, we're at the height of this, bro. We're really at the height of destruction.
That's right, man.
So we're in the spirit, man. Brothers in the spirit, man. Keep teaching the word,
Yep.
be in that energy, man. We're in the end of the world, man. That's coming.
But that's a beautiful sight.
That's coming, man.
That's a beautiful
That's what's
sight.
coming, man. Nuclear war's coming here. See these people, that's why even, think of, you know London, this place is bullshit. Some guy had a knife yesterday, now everyone's scared with one dude with a knife. Big guy, ain't even army running around or nothing. It's one guy with a knife, everyone's like, oh no, terrorists, oh yeah, government please help, yeah.
He said he had an imitation bomber jacket on it, an imitation one. Why the fuck would he do that?
Oh yeah, it's the spirit of London. They said it's the spirit of London. And you know, that nuclear missiles are coming for this place, man. That's the elites.
right.
Fear-mongering you motherfuckers, man. See that right there? See that right there? That's the future of this place. And
Yep.
it's a near future. Near future, brothers, man. Near future, man.
That's right. That's right.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3.
That's the near future, brother.
For when they shall save peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Hey, but when they say, you want to say something?
No, go on, bro.
Hey, go on.
No, it's just like the London, man, you know, everyone was walking around, you know,
Yeah.
getting coffees and shit, you know, shopping for the Christmas period, oh yeah, the lights, yeah, then all of a sudden, you know, when they should say peace and safety, man, then where was the guy on the bus saying, oh God, you know?
But that was so sad. If you can't, how many times are they gonna, these elites are just playing game. That's why they call you people goyim.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
call you Goya, man. They're
Yeah.
playing games with you. Because they had this, when you see that footage, brother, the first thing I saw was like, no, but that's a Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, because you know he's woke brothers up. But you know, it's like, that was a fucking false flag. You just see people running,
Yep.
get the knife, and then you see it with the knife.
Yeah, and he does, yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
yo, bro, why do you see people doing that here?
Right.
How many people? Go on, brother. Go on,
So
go
the
on.
worst thing is, they said he had an imitation bomb on him, and he had Londoners
Right,
jumping on
jumping
top
on
of
him.
someone
With an imitation bomb.
How
When does that
patriotic.
fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
When does that ever happen? But you know,